Hey guys, it is Ben, aka the Fuseboxx. It is that time once again, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a crazy few days for me. So, really, just setting up this stream, it was like I was doing it for the first time all over again. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But yeah. It is, I thought we were going to have to do an open mic night tonight, but it turns out that I had a buddy scheduled. This guy has been around for a good while. He has supported the hell out of Outlaw Nights, and now he has launched a book of his own. And so we are going to be taking a look at that, and hopefully we'll be joined by some more of the fellas a little later on. Please welcome good old Frost Comics.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Hell yeah. And we also have somebody else that just popped in. It is our old buddy on the channel. Please welcome the Tank Ferret, who is a dancing hot woman today.
Well, I gotta bring the waifu. It's expected of me now. I did it once as a joke, and people liked it, so I'm like, all right, well, you know what? Fine.
So when does the VTubing career start?
I've considered that. I've done a little bit of research into it, and I learned enough that it's probably best for me to pay somebody competent to do that, to rig all that stuff up for me.
That's my motto on life.
Get somebody competent to do it. Yeah.
And pay them with money.
Some cold hard cash.
That's true.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, how you guys been doing?
Good, man. How you doing? How's Outlaw Nights doing?
Well, Outlaw Nights is doing pretty darn well, and I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot to mention that, yeah, I have been packing up books. I have officially packed up all the books except for the last order, which just came in.
Nice.
And then I am currently waiting on, what is up, Baki? And of course,
Katie.
Good old Katie. I'm
Baki.
so sorry I haven't been on Katie. It's been crazy. I have been out of whack, out of sorts, out of my hoop.
I can identify with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been my month. I feel that.
Yeah, this past week I've been relearning how to be, responsible and prompt.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say I'm quite there yet. I keep looking at that. I've got this project in my video editor, and I keep looking at it like, no, I don't want to do anything with you right now. I should, but
I actually started working on my mythology again, which I put down for like 2 months. And I started working on it again, and now I have an excuse to not work on it tonight. So
there you go.
Oh,
I mean, I could
right.
work on my mythology live, but it wouldn't really be fun for anybody because it would just be me like looking into the camera somewhat and typing. That's not really fun, right? So
writing is a love-hate thing. It's like when you're in the zone, when you're really feeling it, it's really fun.
Yeah.
When you're at a part where you're just like, okay, like I'm not in the mood for this, but I got to do it anyway. It's a slog, and you gotta force yourself.
My where I really, I don't want to say trip up, but where I'm always like really hesitant is like when I've got like editorial notes, and I'm like, I don't want to look at them yet. I gotta psych myself up. What's gonna be wrong this time? Like that kind of like
Yes.
dread. Yeah, what I have to fix. Yeah.
Tank Ferret, what are you doing in the chat? You're right.
I didn't want to interrupt
here.
y'all. I don't want to be rude. I got that horrible thing of manners and conscience, and once I can get rid of them, oh man, the world is mine.
Behold. or be there.
Yeah.
The purges shall begin. There shall be blood, and the grass shall grow.
Nicholas is saying two rectangles.
Well, displayed as an emoji, face, and a wave to me. So,
Oh God.
yeah.
Is my computer that out of date?
I mean, maybe.
No, it's StreamYard.
Maybe StreamYards, though. I have not been on a stream this month where StreamYards wasn't giving my host problems. So, could be me, or it could be StreamYards.
Well, I'm gonna go with that.
All right.
I'm gonna go with both answers.
That's fair.
Now, Tank, I have to ask you, who is this character?
All right, so the character in the middle is just that's just the current look I have for my character in Phantasy Star Online 2. But the character along the side is my flagship protagonist, Scalpel Zero, from a series of books that I'm working on right now.
Shit. Well, I'm guessing you can't say more at the moment, or can you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. My brain, it's kind of funny. I looked at my son earlier. I was like, I think I broke my brain because I just tried to refill my water bottle with the cap still on.
Okay. I can't mock that.
But if you can do that, that's
I finished up. Let me switch gears over here. Here we go. Whoop. So I finished up this for a client earlier today. This is for a box cover for Laughing Rogue Games. And he makes really, really fun games too. I do highly recommend Laughing Rogue. Lots of fun games.
Lord.
And and everything is on its. Normally when I digitally paint, I just do it on one layer. Right. So it's more like painting wet on wet, and but everything here is all on separate layers, so it can be repurposed for further use inside the game for like action cards or situations and other fun stuff like that, right?
Oh hell yeah.
What up, boys?
Hey,
I'm here to start
Cynic.
the show. Everybody, don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Now
Oh, okay.
Start promoting, being entertaining and funny. Ben, if you would like to take a back seat, you're more than welcome to. The boys probably y'all want something to eat? Y'all want some sandwiches or y'all need something to drink? Hey Ben, could you go get us some sandwiches or something while we promote to entertainment?
Yeah. What do you guys want? Like Quiznos?
Yeah, Quiznos would be fine. Just go on to it.
Okay. Okay.
The other day I asked my wife if she was expressing some internalized misogyny because she was in the kitchen barefoot making herself a sandwich.
Oh no,
no, she had a good laugh.
I mean, at least she wasn't making you the sandwich. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. 7 years.
Yeah,
so
it's
Cynic has been talking about this stream for 7 years.
All bad things.
That's a lot of buildup.
All bad things. What's going on, Frost Comics and Tank Fair? It's good to actually see you guys in person on a stream instead of behind like a DM chat in a group that I just skulk around in and make funny jokes from time to time in.
Yeah, really the whole method of communication I stick with too. I just like observe and occasionally comment. Yeah.
In the like big group chats, that's what I do, and I do a lot of like giggling and laughing. I did that today when a lot of people got added in there, and then immediately Elliot was like, "If you guys want to leave, you're more than welcome to."
Yeah. But I have to stay in all of them because it's the only way that I'm going to get all of the hot gossip, so I can inevitably betray people more.
Hell yeah, my man!
There you go.
Look, man.
For a second, I thought you were going to say I have to stay in there. It's the only way I'm going to get access to all the hot guys.
I mean that.
Are you done making the sandwiches, or what are you doing here?
I went and I cooked them. That was when I left, and I came back.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to a lot of the guys. I do a lot of like interpersonal giggling, and then I close the room and I go somewhere else. Yeah, it just depends.
Right. Yeah, truthfully, I don't actually have much of a stomach for most of it.
I
because
do.
it's just I get so what's the way to put it? I get really bored with a lot of the common punching bags because it's like, yeah, they're still dumb. Yep, okay.
Look,
Okay,
man,
I'll
I'm
go
trying to create
read
new
something
punching
I
bags
want
for
now.
everybody. I'm trying to bring out new punching bags for everyone, and eventually they'll catch on. If not, I'll find someone else. No, I'm kidding.
Well, sometimes
I'm
you
an
keep it
have
fresh.
your own personal lolcow, right? So I mean,
Yes, I have. Right now I have 4 of them.
there you go.
Ben, do you mind if I run through?
You got.
If I run through my lolcows?
Let me guess. I'm one of them, aren't I?
No, you're not. You're actually one of my close friends and a part of Imprint Publishing. Books coming.
Okay.
Maybe one day. No, we've got a bunch of stuff in the works. No, we have the newest cow to the barn is Liam Gray. Sadly, I didn't want to do that, but I had to. Then you have Cat Food Larry, aka the creator of Niobe, Psylocke ripoff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then you have Dario. What does he call himself? Glacier Mountain Comics. You have him. Yeah, you have him, and then you have my crowning retard jewel, Frog Tony. You have that guy. So those are all my lolcows that I.
Now I haven't heard of this frog. What is his name? Frog
Anthony, I believe. Frog Anthony.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard you talk about him before.
Never heard me talk about him once, have you?
No.
He's my favorite. He's just so stupid. He's just so dumb. He's so easy to milk. It's just great content constantly over and
you're
over.
Cracking up, Jesus!
Do what?
You sound like you're cracking up, like you're about in
I
a
am. I'm
straight
dying
jacket.
laughing. It's the funniest thing when you say something and then you get a message like of somebody going, "Hey, they said this isn't true," and you go, "Well, I know for a fact it's true. The source has never lied to me. I trust them with everything." And then the next day, the guy admits to it on a stream, and I go, "Fucking told us so."
Good Lord.
All right.
But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for drama. This isn't church. This isn't King Stream. This is what's the name of the show? Ben's Box?
Fuseboxx Engaged. It's the
Fuseboxx Engaged, everybody. I'm your host, Stimulated Cynic. I'm joined by Ben Fuseboxx himself, Frost Comics, and Tank Ferret.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me on. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. Really, I've heard a lot about this Fuseboxx fella, and
I have too. All bad stuff. It's terrible.
Have you heard about his?
He sounds incredibly handsome.
Honestly, Frost, he never shuts the fuck up about it. He never shuts the fuck up about it ever.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even.
It's beautiful. Wait, hold on. Can you do Tank Ferret? Can you solo him right quick?
Oh,
you give him an embiggening?
Embiggen.
Yeah.
See, Niobe is no match for the most powerful mayonnaise-powered superheroine in all of comics.
Oh my God!
Wait, so you took a stab at this same little thing about making fun of Niobe's thing when everybody was doing the Nio Bunny thing. I think is that how it started?
Yeah, and
I you posted this on Twitter, right?
I did.
Yeah, I think yours, if I remember correctly, gave me the most giggles. I thought it was the funniest and the most creative. It is beautiful. It reminds me of you ever watch Super Jail?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it reminds me of a character from Super Jail. I fucking loved it, bro. Mayobe, everybody. You should do an ash can for that. Just like a
that is the Doodle Gang, and I have been kicking around an idea of doing the Niobe clones.
Yeah. I
would
would do something like Super Jail where she's on her way to get a bucket of mayonnaise. You started out, right? She's eating her mayonnaise and she hits the bottom of the tub, right? And she goes, "Oh, I gotta go get mayonnaise." And on her way to get mayonnaise, there's a series of like Super Jail type events that happen at the end of each episode of like mistake. You know what I mean? Like she's going through and causing chaos just because of her mannerisms and her size and whatever. in order to get mayonnaise, and at the end of it, she just gets mayonnaise. That's what I would do.
I love it.
You can have it. That's all yours. That's from the brain of Stimulated Cynic, the co-owner of Imprint Publishing. So
I'm very proud that elevators did not come up once in that pitch.
We've decided that we're going to move away from elevators. We've going to move on to escalators. I think they're I don't know
if we're ready for that.
They're more grounded in the comic book world. And that's what we're shooting for.
That is too much of a step up.
Like, elevators have weight limits, you know.
You could probably get like Chantal or somebody like that, a fat cow. You could probably get one of them to do a cosplay cover for you if you did do it.
You really could, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, we really,
really dial up the nightmare fuel.
We've stepped our game up. Yeah, that's exactly.
Amberlynn Reed to do a cosplay cover for you.
Oh my lord.
Hey man, you're the one that said you wanted me to come on, and I said, you know what?
If
he wants it, he gets it.
Katie approves.
Katie. Yeah, Larry and I have a history of mostly dating.
Oh, do tell. Oh, yeah. I love hot goss. I'm nothing. Look, I'm nothing but a lovable scamp and a catty bitch all rolled into one. So go ahead.
Right. Well, here's the thing, right? Like when he got canceled for sticking up for Vic Mignogna, like I was one of the guys who said, "Well, hey, come on over here, man."
Yeah.
Look, I feel it getting canceled. I got glass walled. I wasn't big enough to, I'm a fucking nobody,
Yeah.
So, I got glass walled. I lost all my work, and I used to do storyboards.
Okay.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Right. And I was just one of those little guns for hire on the assembly line, and I got glass walled and stuff. So I feel it. And then as soon as he had the opportunity, he was like, super anti-comics gay, super and all cancel culture, just so he could get back in at the conventions and, keep cat food in his belly.
Yeah.
So
I love that stupid joke of me just saying that he's so poor he eats cat food has really stuck around. It's so great. It's my favorite thing in the world. My history with CFL was very short and fast and sad all at one time, because we were promoting him. He was talking shit in the chat, and CG Church and Imprint is not just for Comicsgate creators, right? Like, we want to, if you've got a good fucking premise and a good story, we're gonna throw our little shit to the side and promote, separate art from artists, right? And so we brought him on. We're like, all right, you were doing a little shit talking in the chat, but you seems like you have a decent project. Let's take a look at it. And we gave him an hour to promote. And the moment one of our buddies, Jessica James, came on pretending to be Frog Tony, because we were just starting that beef then, it was like he got scared. It was like he got shook and thought it was the real Frog Tony, and just turned the wheel right into the fucking wall and just started going off on everybody. Fuck Comicsgate and fuck you guys and I hate all, like, just completely bipolar, flip the switch. And I was like, dude, you can shit talk me, you can shit talk my co-host Ruby, but you're not gonna shit talk the panelists. And you're definitely, I wouldn't be shit talking Jim Satala and Dave from BTM Reviews, because I don't know if you guys know this, but they back at the highest tiers multiple times. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let you do that. And they're also close personal friends, right? Like actual real life friends. And I'm like, I'm not gonna let you fucking do that. And so I stood up for them, and he got pissed, just pissed, and has never let the grudge go. So I started trolling him by, I realized he gets up at like 6 o'clock at night, my time. And so I told him, he would shit talk me every night on Twitter. I said, I'm going to block you every day at 5 o'clock. I'm going to unblock you every morning at 7 a.m. You're going to get up like a normal adult and get out of your habit of sleeping in your mom's little building out back if you want to troll me. Otherwise, you're going to be blocked every day. it pissed him off, and I noticed him getting up earlier and earlier, so it was working until he finally got banned from Twitter.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It was beautiful.
I am shamed. I never thought of that. See, I don't care enough about him because, like, once you burn that bridge with me, I'm just like, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm done. I have other things to do. There are so many amazing creators out there.
Yeah.
That I could be spending my time promoting, because that's my deal. I'm your friendly neighborhood Force multiplier, right? That's my
There you go. That's it.
But even though, I still, occasionally I watch the CG Church, I watch the Frog Tony, I watch the, because I like to get out there. I like to, engage and whatnot. And dude, like, yeah, no, anybody who poops on Larry is a friend of mine.
Well, I'm gonna continue to do it because I find pure joy out of it. I do real estate, so there's a lot of driving and sort of like downtime in between, like writing up contracts or whatever, and offers and doing everything. And so my brain goes, this guy shit talked my friend, or this guy shit talked my show, or this guy like really fucking up the indie comic space. I'm looking at you, Frog Tony. I'm looking at you directly when I say that. This guy's doing nothing for the indie comic space. And so I go, how can I just annoy them? That's all I want to do, is just absolutely annoy them. And so that's what happens. Normally, it's just me sitting there and I get a spark of genius and I go, I'm going to just mess with this retard for a second. And then I go back to doing what I'm doing. It's just real beautiful. It's a useless tool, but somebody's got to do the work, I think.
It's true. It's true.
I've only interacted with him, I think, one time. And I mean, it was fairly amicable, I guess, for him. He seems angry all the time at everyone about everything. But, like, he wanted to... Like, he wanted to / told me that he was going to EFAP the debate that I hosted between, I don't know, Turner and somebody else.
Yeah.
And that was like my only interaction with him. But the thing, because I watched when he went whatever, I guess, full anti-Comicsgate, yada yada.
Yeah.
But the thing that really stuck with me, and I don't know, he doesn't seem to talk to people. He just screams at them. Like, he comes on to a show and just yells until he gets kicked off of the show. And so, but like, what I if I could actually talk to him, I like, this is serious. So Larry, if you actually watch this, I would genuinely want to ask you, one of the things that you said that bothered me when you went anti-CG was that you said that, and forgive me, I'm paraphrasing, this was months ago, but I believe that you said you would do anything or say anything to be on the shelf next to Batman, and that the most important thing to you was being able to work with industry professionals again. And like, the thing that I didn't understand is, like, does that, like, what then are your principles politically? Like, what do you actually care about? And if you do actually care about it, are you really willing to sacrifice it on the altar of, I guess, industry contacts and industry clout? That seemed like...
I can answer that for you. He actually said that on my show. Yeah, I can answer that for you. He said anything he's got to do. He said he's a conservative, but anything he has to do in order to be on those shelves, he will do it. That he does not care anymore. That he will be an SJW in name only if he has to, and he will do anything in his power to make that happen.
That requires an insane lack of integrity. Like,
thank you.
I'm impressed.
Y'all want me to? I'm gonna announce my new Cat Food Larry troll on this show right now. Do y'all want this? You want
exclusive.
This?
Oh, sure. I mean, we're Americans, so we can't get his books. But I mean,
everybody has to be on board with this.
I heard about that.
Everyone has to be on board with this. I mean, everyone in the chat, on every show, everywhere. You have to be on board with it. Start calling him when you talk to him. Call him Comicsgate creator Larry Higgins.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I would go over really well with him.
He launched books while he was quote unquote in Comicsgate. He was never in Comicsgate, but he was going on purely CG shows. So now he is Comicsgate Cat Food Larry.
How does he expect to be on the shelves next to Batman if Americans can't buy his books?
Oh, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna run in and just put his books on the shelves, and he'll take a picture and then leave.
Off the border.
And you know, I can't hate on that right there.
I don't hate him for his hustle, right? I really don't. Like, the man has a goal and he's really shooting for it. But his problem is the way he's going about it. He's willing to ruin anybody to do it. And to me, there's something nefarious about that. There's something disgusting about that when you have no morals to your business whatsoever.
Yeah.
And when it's a failing business at that, oof.
Mm-hmm.
It's to me, it was very eye-opening because, it shows how different people can be with their goals. Like, he and I, like, he would look at whatever I've done and would, he'd call me a failure or whatever, but it wouldn't upset me because by his metrics, I am a failure. But, like, I'm not trying to do what he wants. I don't care about being next to Batman. I don't respect the state of DC and Marvel. So being next to them means nothing to me. Like, I want to tell a story, and to the capacity of being able to tell the story is the only thing that matters to me. Like, how do I achieve that? That's it. I just want to achieve it. So, like, if it's, if I have 100 people that I work towards, or if I have 10, but if I keep getting the story out there, that's what matters to me. But, like, that's not his goal. And so it was very eye-opening to me to see, like, how completely different people's alignments can be, like what they want to achieve with it.
I get what you're saying. You have the storytellers outlook on it, and
that guy's thinking. Oh, that guy's thinking way too. He's thinking way too, I guess, in the box, because I'm gonna be like, this might be a hot take, but I don't think Batman and Superman and all them are going to be lasting for, I don't think they're going to last beyond our lifetimes.
Yeah, I get that. Eventually they're going to everything ends. And I kind of see it both ways, because with Imprint, I started it because I met Preston Moore, who's my co-writer, and they just really wanted to do comics. And I've always been into comics. I've always loved comics. I've always loved stories, and I'm a storyteller to myself, right? Like, I wrote stuff that I wanted to write and never wanted to share it, but I wanted to facilitate these people, right? And then I saw my co-host Ruby. I really enjoyed Angel Fighters at that time. Andrew Rowland with King of Justice. I wanted to try to help him promote Samurai Snowman with Gremlin World. Like, all these people that were coming into my life, and they just either one didn't have the voice to do it, didn't have the time to do it, or whatever. Like, insert reason why their project just hasn't been pushed. And I said, well, I can do something here. Whether it's financially, whether it's with my voice, whether it's with building a show and promoting, making a name for myself, and then discussing these people and hopefully getting eyes on their projects, I can do something. And so I started Imprint with that intention to, my goal is to help them make enough money to facilitate their projects without having, that's it. I don't care if it's on the shelf next to Batman or Martha fucking Stewart. I don't care where it is. You can sell it at a truck stop. You can sell it in a Barnes and Noble. You can sell it at a thrift store. I don't care. As long as these people one day can be financially stable enough to where they do their project and they can do it their way without having to stress. That's my goal, period. And as long as I'm not losing money doing it, I'm going to help facilitate that any way that I can. And Imprint isn't just for comics, though. Like, we've got a musician right now, a young lady whose music is unfucking believable. We got her on SoundCloud, and this girl has racked up like somewhere near 5,000 listens in 2 days.
Wow.
So
nice.
And if I can use my dumb, funny redneck voice to get all that done, well, then there we go. And if I got to find a way to put money into it, then there you go. That's what we're trying to do. So,
but I would say the biggest thing like that would separate us from Larry is, we want to have integrity. We don't want to just be mindless shills.
No.
But speaking of which, we've got Morningstar Chronicles.
There
but
we
I
go.
can be a very mindful chill.
I was waiting for the entrance.
Smooth.
And
Well,
90s router just.
I was actually gonna segue into that, but you did it perfectly. There we go.
Out of curiosity, does this comic have elevators in it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
It does have a quote from the King in Yellow.
Okay.
The what?
Okay.
The King in Yellow? You never read that? Robert Chambers? Somebody didn't go to college.
I did actually. I went to film school, which was pretty much like not going to
You
college.
should have shit in your hands and clapped. That would have been more useful.
Let me correct him and say that I think what he's talking about is the Yellow King. And it's Kim Jong-un is who he's referring to.
Oh,
No,
I know that guy.
No, you're just being pedantic.
But
Shallow and pedantic.
Yeah,
But-
you're being facetious now. Stop it.
we have got Morningwood Chronicles #1.
Nope. It's Morningstar Chronicles #1. All right, from Frost Comics, Jared Bricky. Right,
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's exactly right.
nailed it.
Yeah.
I love that
Actually-
actually right there, man.
So it says 4 days to go. I actually am going to extend the campaign another month at the request of a couple other people that wanted to get in on the campaign, and we're going to miss it. So
Okay.
it will go for another month. I would like to try to shoot for maybe 30 backers over the course of September. I had 2 weeks of August. I was talking to Ben before the show where I just, like, promotion wise, I just died, and I was basically offline because of my day job, and it kind of ground the campaign like to a dead halt. We went from like first 2 weeks being really strong. We got up to like 19, 20 backers, something like that, and then 2 weeks in a row it was just like no shows, barely any promotion, and it was just like so I'm gonna try to catch up over the next couple of weeks, but had a really strong start thanks to Katie that actually she launched it at on her
Yes,
channel.
indeed.
First. Had a great time. Really I wasn't actually planning to do a campaign at all, but I'm flattered that I had enough people reach out to me after reading the digital that they wanted to have a copy physically. And I had a couple other people say that they wanted to read it, but they refused to read it digitally, so that they wanted a physical copy too. So that's how we ended up doing a campaign. And 21 backers, I'm really happy with, actually.
All right, that's great. Do you? I mean,
Awesome.
how successful is your digital though?
Well, so the digital I did as a promotion for, let me see, I guess about 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did as a promotion for signing up for my mailing list. And so if you signed up for the mailing list to get notified of this campaign, other campaigns, whatever else, you could get the digital for free. And that actually was pretty successful because I got 120 signups.
I remember this
Oh,
launch.
hell yeah.
I watched this launch. So this is a go back up, Ben. So this is basically like an intro to your world that you're going to be building out for Morningstar
Yes.
Chronicles, correct?
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
that's what I was confused about on the campaign to begin with. So this is an introduction book to the world, and then you've got a full story, full arc coming in the works. What, like in another month or two, right?
Originally, it was going to be in September, and
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I wanted to. All right. So the whole story, to rewind it back to when Morningstar Chronicles became a full, 22-page story.
Mhm.
Originally, I was trying to do way too much in 24 pages, and I had this as just a section, and then I had another story going on, and it was going back and forth, and it wasn't awful. Like, I had some people read it, and they said, "Well, it's better than I saw them, but like it's not going to be like
But that's not shooting for the stars.
That's a really low bar. I don't.
Yeah, it's not a very very high bar to jump over.
So
That's like being smarter than Ben on his own panel.
I mean, the characters of ISOM, they're competently drawn.
Yeah.
You know.
Look, let me say something about that, right? The problem with ISOM isn't so much the art being competently drawn; it's the dumb mistakes that are that
I know.
nitpick, right? And then it's the way they facilitate using the 3D assets. That's that really draws you out of it. Horseman, for example, I like the character, but then when I saw that snow page that they released or whatever, I went, no, this is fucked. I can't do it. It's going to annoy the piss out of me. It's going to take me out of the story, if it's even a good story. So to me, story's first and art is second.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's the name of the game for me. Is if the story sucks, you're not gonna hold my interest. And the thing is with Isom, like I didn't really read it, but I read like a couple of panels from it, and then I saw that live action trailer he did. Yeah. And my God, the writing. It was like something I would have written when I was smoking weed on a first draft.
It was something. It was sort of like that book, The King in Yellow. It was just, not very good.
You're just pulling out all these references just to confuse me.
You don't know about The King in Yellow? Somebody didn't go to college. Hey, callback, baby. That's we doing comedy. You're right. You're right.
We're not doing reruns yet.
I do what I want around here. I run this ship. Put me up top.
You're not his supervisor.
But no, I do think that art is secondary, and I like your art.
Thank you.
I wouldn't say it's mind blowing, right? But it's very good for the story that you're trying to facilitate here.
Yeah,
and so,
so the artist is Marcus Rosato, and I actually met him through Brainy Pixel.
Brainy
Pixel. Okay. If anyone isn't familiar with them, they're a really great channel / account, but they do a lot of creative management stuff, and they keep they have lots of different artists and writers and everything that they do, and they try to connect people and help them find artists, find letterers, find different people to do different things, and they'll manage your project and do stuff too. But they're actually Christian oriented, and they've done lots of different projects that are oriented around kids programs and stuff like that. So it actually surprised me to because when I went to them saying I had a particular artist in mind, but I actually report all of my comic expenses to my accountant because
oh Lord.
And so I had my artist was like, I don't want anything that I do for you to be reported as income. I respect that, it's fine, but it did mean that I wanted to find a different artist so I could report it. So that's how I ended up looking for and finding Marcus, and Marcus was actually really excited to do work for me.
Good.
And he's actually done work on he's done a lot of horror comics actually, which was kind of cool. He likes to do gore, and I don't think I have quite as much gore as he usually does, but he's enjoyed drawing it so far. And a fun fact about the page that you're looking at there, that is a small Easter egg. The car on the digital is yellow, but in print it's going to be red, and I did that because we couldn't decide which color to go with. I like yellow because I think it's a good contrast to the purple, but he loves that car in real life and he loves it in red. So as a tribute to Marcus and his preference, I decided to make it red for the print version.
Gotcha.
So just a little small thing that no one cares about. That's I think is cool.
Tell me about
you just wanted it to be yellow. You just wanted it to be yellow so that you could reference the King in Yellow.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a closet
now you got
Lakers fan. That's actually what it is.
Now you got it. Now you've rode the elevator to the top floor. Okay.
But as Cynic was about to ask, go ahead and give us the rundown here. What is Morningstar Chronicles about?
Well, so you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. It's an introduction to what I want to tell as an overall larger story, but this one is an introduction to two of the most important characters in the larger story. There's three protagonists. There's one that I'd say is probably the lead protagonist, but Ghost is right next to her as far as importance. Ghost is kind of like the grounded, somewhat grounded, a little bit unhinged, but still more grounded side of things. And Iris, who's the protagonist that I want to introduce everyone to in Morningstar 1, she has a connection to the woman in purple there, Saska. And Saska is one of the main antagonists in the series. And
that makes sense.
So far, she has been really popular with everyone who's read the book. Everyone loves hating her. She's quite awful. And
does she have a twin sister?
She has sisters. They aren't twins. But
she
can.
Is anybody picking up on what I'm putting down here?
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah. So this look. I named her before Eric July decided that the people who wrote that awful Black Widow story needed to be employed, and I refused to change the name.
Okay,
that's fair.
I just need to let you know that Rippaverse Publishing will not be picking this up.
No, they won't. But to be fair, and with all due respect to Eric Milotowski, who I have nothing against him, I would not be caught dead putting that ugly ass fucking logo on my book ever under any circumstances. I know he wouldn't take me because I'm too small, but if I wasn't, I would not put that stupid lightning bolt thing on my book. Like, I just hate it.
I
just
would.
A random quick question about the world building that you have going on here.
Yeah,
Out of curiosity, are there any oranges maybe that feature in here? Possibly like a clementine, even.
Well, that is definitely a callback.
Yeah.
To a show that nobody watched because of you.
Everybody watched it. Everybody knows. Even the people who didn't watch it know.
No, but
Clementine is the greatest character from the Walking Dead video games.
Okay, so I thought you guys were referencing the game.
Yes,
but I didn't know she was. You mentioned a show. I didn't know she was in any shows.
No, we're talking about the games.
I played the original Walking Dead game, and I didn't play anything after that. Now I thought it was good.
How much of the Walking Dead series did you watch though?
I stopped in season 2.
All right, that's still more than more seasons than the game.
No,
so...
I love season 1. I loved it so much, and they got to that fucking farm, and I just got angry because it's like I cannot stand watching them fuck around the farm for like 16 more episodes. I'm gonna kill myself if I have to keep watching.
Oh,
so I quit.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I get that. I got into it mainly because Herschel became my favorite character, but.
The game was good, but it really, like, I really, really enjoyed it. But I went through to play it again because it's like, oh, your decisions matter. No, they don't. Your decisions don't matter. They don't really
kind of matter.
They don't
to a
really.
degree.
The same, like, it doesn't, like, so who do you get to choose who dies? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you want this person to die now or do you want him to die later? Well, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't actually change anything. It just changes the, you just shuffle the cards around and, like, that's it. Like, it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, the biggest disappointment for me was that I think at the end of the second one, I had her go with the chick with the short hair because I thought, okay, she's going to have a family. Right. And then, like, in the third one, they reveal, oh, yeah, shortly after that, the chick killed herself. Like, okay. Right, yeah. It was a waste of my time. Cool.
Awesome. Like, I don't expect every game to be Mass Effect or Deus Ex, right? But like, if you're going to tell me my choices matter, can they actually matter? Can they really actually matter? Not just like, oh, you chose this. Yeah, come on. Make it count. But I digress.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole point is that we
find a segue back into the comic book.
It's hard for I love video games, so it's easy for me to go off on tangents about them. So
me too.
Yeah.
But that, the thing is Clementine, from what I understand, is a big fan of comics that start with the word morning.
That would make sense. That's very in character for her, yeah.
You could have just said she's really into comic books and supporting,
I wanted to make it specific.
Really keep it going, buddy. I'm here with you, buddy. You've got it.
Hey, Andrew Rowland, how's it going?
Could have just said, an odd fact that I heard about Clementine is that she's really into this company called Frost Comics and the Morningstar Chronicles that they're currently.
That's not that different from what I said.
That's right. I exist even in the Walking Dead universe.
Exactly. There you go. Jesus Christ, you guys suck at this. What are y'all doing?
You thought about it long.
It's been a long day. Okay,
I thought about it instantly. I made fun of you and really I freestyled it.
No,
I had an awful date earlier. Okay,
What was his name?
it was a she, and she was kind of a
Allegedly.
bitch. And I rode out all the way to frickin' Magazine Street to see her, and it lasted like 15 minutes.
Oh my God, Fuseboxx! What are you talking about? He's been dead for 7 years.
No, he doesn't. That is an inside. Never mind. Oh man. But no, was she a fan of the King in Yellow?
Probably because she was a bitch. So
Most fat goth girls are.
she was not fat. Well, all right, maybe a little, but you can't win them all. Okay.
Can't.
They're not all lookers.
There's nothing wrong with a little, a little curvy.
Well, I do like the curves on this Sasuke.
Yes. I think now I know that Katie's been doing the expose videos about their connections to certain directors, but I think that my Sasuke could actually be more evil. But I just like one of the things that I find interesting about writing someone who's her gimmick, she can mind control people. If she touches
so
you,
can the regular Sasuke sisters.
right? Yeah.
That's
If she
pretty
touches you, she can like force you to do what she wants. And so, one of the things that's interesting about writing a character like that is that you have to like restrain the evil for them, because like if you're not trying to like really get dark with what you're writing, and I'm not trying to go super dark, it's supposed to be something that you could read, you could give to a teenager to read, whatever.
Do it.
You kind of have to restrain it a little bit, because
It.
if you think about what you could do with mind control, someone who is narcissistic, psychopathic, they wouldn't really hold back. So
wait, what does Cynic have to do with this?
He was the secret.
That was good. Come on.
All along.
I'm not going to give you any.
Sorry,
credits on that
continue.
one.
I had to.
Thank you.
But it's actually hard to do sometimes, because you kind of have to put them into situations where they wouldn't do something that they that you don't want to write, because otherwise you don't want to betray the character. You don't want to betray what you've written about the character.
Yeah.
Whoa! Why did you say hard? What is it? What do you? Why do you use the word hard? Is my camera on?
Good Lord.
Yeah, it is difficult. If you do write a character that's just an abomination, right?
Yeah.
You have to make that character do what you wrote him do, and if you don't, then you've wrote yourself into a corner and you fucked up. That character's personality is not gonna shine through.
I would say there are clips. Wait, what?
Did Cynic just say do what you wrote them do?
Wrote them to do.
I'm here too.
That's because you got your head up your ass.
Somebody play the tape back.
Gotta go somewhere.
I can still hear with my head up my ass. I hope
Jesus Christ, 90s. So with dark characters, if you're trying to write it in a way that's not like, I would say, like, you don't go too heavy into mature themes, I think there's ways to do it to make her dark and cruel without her crossing over a certain threshold of graphicness.
Yeah, I mean, there's a way to infer that they're doing something dark or evil or cruel, and you could do it off panel, or you could play it a different way. Like, there's ways to do that, right? That's how you do. If you're not going to do a full-blown, tits and balls book, sex scenes in comics, right? There's ways to relay the message to the reader. So yeah, you could do that, but also, like, if you wrote a character to be a cruel and nefarious person, you have to keep those character traits, or you're going to betray that character. And there's no reason to even fucking have it.
Yeah, because then you're not telling the story that you were trying to write because you're
Right.
I guess, afraid of your own
Well,
story.
because you're hamstringing yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're going, well, I don't want my comic to be X, Y, and Z. And you go, well, shit, now this character is just bland and boring. So you have to find a way to get around that.
Exactly. That's one of the challenges of being, a better writer. Like if you're going to try to craft a world like that, you have to be up to the challenge to not take a lazy escape,
Exactly. Don't just be boring and lazy and bland. You can find a way, like if you need violence in your comic, you can find a way to make it violent without gory. There's a way to do it. But I will say, violence without gore a lot of times does turn into cartoony, which will also portray your fucking project. So, you writers out there,
this
pay
almost
attention to that shit.
I almost feel like this is directed at somebody in particular. By the way, did you say something about dark characters?
Yeah, like Ruby King.
I'm glad we were on the same page with that.
Oh my god.
Virtual high fives, boys, all around. Like, ma'am, drinks all around, please. Yeah, own Ben. Yeah, he'll pay for it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm assuming that this fellow with the interesting mask is Ghost.
Correct.
No, that's Bob.
I mean, he could be Bob, but he's not. But he could be Bob. You never know. He's mysterious. So, yes, Ghost is. Ghost is, I guess, the closest to a traditional superhero in the story, in the sense that he's a very street level vigilante style hero. Think your Bat Family, Moon Knight without the crazy, that kind of stuff. Daredevil without the sonar. He's not quite tech based. He's just he does have a guy in the chair, to use the old Homecoming reference, because I didn't want him to be, and this isn't a criticism of Batman, but I didn't want him to be like overpowered. So he's not the best at everything. He's not like a tech genius or whatever. He has someone who does tech for him. He's good with mechanical stuff, engines, things like that, but he's not an IT guy. So there's a reference to, he has I think it's a cool gadget where he has a near field communication NFC radio that's built into his gloves. So, NFC stuff is what allows you to take a phone and tap it to another phone and trade information. So he has an NFC radio that's built into his gloves so that he can access information or interact with panels. And it's not him doing that. That's his tech guy that's able to use the radio and access it for him with him, So I think that's a cool feature that he's got built into his suit, but it's not him doing it, because I want to try to, balance things out like that. Like with Saskia, and I mentioned her mind control. So her mind control is absurdly powerful as like a superpower, right? So there has to be limitations to it. So when I was writing her and writing out how I want her powers to function, she has to physically touch someone skin to skin in order to start control. If she can't physically touch them, then she can't control them, because if she could do that, then she'd be overpowered, and I would throw everything out of whack as far as like the storytelling that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So like he's protected from that because of his armor, So that allows the fight to happen, but it also keeps her powerful enough so that in the situations that I write, she's a legitimate threat, and she's still supernatural in mysterious ways that engage the reader and make them wonder about her origin. So I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but like that's my mindset going into it was, how do I make these characters interesting and compelling and powerful, but not so powerful that you're going to there you go, Lucius Fox. He's even black. I think I might have ripped off Batman, but you have
oh no. Well, that's it. Back to the drawing board.
Back up.
Over.
Yeah.
In your defense, I'll just say that I actually appreciate indie comics Batman over real Batman, because real Batman is lame and gay.
No. Whoa. See,
man.
I like Batman, but I totally get that. Like, there seem to be situations where it's like, okay, he should have gotten the crap beaten out of him.
Yeah.
And it's like, he manages to pull off these miracle moves, and it's like, You're stretching. You're stretching.
Well, I think that, and I don't want to give away Batman has a superpower. It's called writer favoritism. That's fair. I don't want to give away anything in the book for anyone who hasn't read it, but I do have him, taking quite a few hits. So he looks good. Ghost looks good. He kicks some ass, but she's not a normal human.
He's your Batman, style character with the gadgets and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, and so and that's the other thing that I want to really show off in Morningstar 1 and this one both. I mentioned Iris for Morningstar. Iris has a connection to Sasuke, and so Iris is the superpowered good guy, right? And Ghost is the normal good guy. But that's like there's a point to that, because it shows like he needs all this training, he needs this armor, he needs gadgets, he needs a guy that's watching his back. He needs all of that to be able to compete with somebody who is just, not a normal human, a superhuman in some capacity, right? So that is a way of sort of balancing it, because Iris doesn't have training. She doesn't have any of that other stuff. She gets wrapped into the story in a very different way. She's not on a crusade the way that Ghost is. And the way that they ended up working together in Morningstar is it's tied to all of the evil that Sasuke and her organization and everything do to the people in the city and worldwide, really. And so I don't know. I just think as a part of that balance that I was mentioning before, I think it's important to have somebody like Iris who represents someone who's starting out, who needs to go on a journey and learn and grow and, toughen up. And then somebody like Ghost who, you see him after going through all of that and reaching that point where he is here. And it's very much a struggle for him, and he's able to overcome or survive just because of all that training and guile and everything else that he has backing him up.
Yeah. All right. I like that character. I too have a character named Ghost for one of my books.
Respect. Well, you better change it.
Fuck that. I'll fist fight him in a phone booth so you can. Nah, it's
so now y'all are gonna do a crossover where it's Ghost versus Ghost.
Well, I will give you me and Preston Moore came up with a Cybertronic assassin that is going to be in one of our books. So she her name is Ghost, and she, it's not quite a Batman thing, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of, when I saw your character I was like, motherfucker.
Right.
And I was like, well, I do have like some it is a girl, she's going to be more of a femme fatale type deal, like
call her Spectre.
Call her shut the fuck up, Ben.
Originally I was going to call him Blue Shift, but then I did a 2-second Google search and
figured out that
that comic name was already in use, so that would be
the way I spell Ghost. I don't have to worry about nobody.
I just gave you a solid gold name.
This is the craziest shit, right? So like I also have a comic book coming out, and it also has a character by the name of Ghost.
Yeah,
and it's been dead for 7 years.
7 years. It died while reading The King in Yellow in an elevator. That went on like it was 5 pages of a comic book.
I need you guys to send me concept art of your characters so I can pay someone to do the Spider-Man meme.
I'll send you. I've been working on the concept art for it. I've been gathering ideas for the character, and I've got it in my head. I just haven't been able to like get it transfer it to paper with anybody yet. So I'm working on that. But Ghost is so our lineup on Imprint is going Gold Nigga, then it was going to be Crimson. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Don't giggle. It's a serious book. It was Gold Nigga and Crimson Bell, but then we decided to shift Crimson Bell later and do Aurora, which is sort of a take on Sentry type character. It's another female. I really wanted to do like a girl boss that was not a Mary Sue.
Right.
Just, there's reasons for why she's able to do what she does and all this stuff. Like it's not. So Aurora we decided Aurora's going to come out first. So we've now got the books that we're trying to launch first: Gold Nigga, Aurora, and then hopefully 90s book, Orphan Eater. So Ghost is at least a year and a half, 2 years away before.
So you have time to call her Spectre.
Fuck off, Ben.
It's a great name.
Now, fuck off, Ben.
If you don't use it, I'm going to use it.
You can have it. It's
Well,
stupid. Plus, it's already taken.
It's a fantastic name.
Was it? Wait.
It just reminds me of the character from oh god.
There's Silk Spectre in The Watchmen, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Not
so
to
you're
mention
just
the
you're
Yeah, but
just
that has the
ripping off-
word silk
just-
in it.
You're ripping off The Watchmen.
Oh,
I am not.
At least I'm ripping off
I've
a good comic like Morningstar Chronicles.
All I remember about Watchmen
There you go.
is the nihilism and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. And he raped somebody.
When I think of that movie, everything that's not Rorschach just kind of is fuzz to me.
It just fades away.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in that movie.
There are
Yeah,
other
he
than
played the
Rorschach.
comedian.
I didn't pay that much attention. I'm going to be honest.
Well, he had a lineup of people, and he started bashing one of their heads in with a bat, and then he bashed the other one's head in with a bat too, and that was a big scene because everybody loved that character. And then he ended up emasculating the main character, but then he slowly got his balls back, and then there was a tiger involved. It was a whole spiel.
This is in Watchmen, right?
Yes,
That's what I thought.
100%.
12 million %. 24%.
Now, which of your ghosts is going to have a girlfriend named Clementine?
None of them. None of them at all. No, Ghost. I don't know. We haven't decided her sexuality yet. I'm not opposed to, gays being in my books. I guess the easiest way to say it, right?
Only if she has a girlfriend named Clementine.
I will never look. I will do this now. Anybody that comes to imprint because of Ben that brings me a book with a single character named Clementine will not be published on my label. All right, it's not gonna happen.
So
Because of Ben.
Yes, specifically.
Yes, anybody.
There you go.
If you have Clementine oranges, out. If I look on your page and there's a bowl of oranges on a table somewhere and they look too much like Clementines, guess what? Out the door. Go.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Out of here.
Not gonna put up with it.
Denied.
This hostility, you've got to work on it, man. Like,
I don't have to do shit.
I don't know. I think he's pretty good
I am
at it.
stimulated cynic, and I do what the fuck I want, Ben.
Cynic, I'm changing Alara's name to Clementine,
All right, you're fired.
but it's not Clementine.
Too close.
Well, anyway.
Get out.
well, anyway.
I'm
Buddy.
immediately firing you. You're off the board.
Thank you.
Horseshoes,
You
hand
just
grenades,
got
and
promoted.
Clementine.
You literally just got promoted.
So I'm guessing there isn't much else we can ask about the story without getting into spoilers, is there?
Probably
That's
not a
fine.
whole lot. I
Everybody.
mean,
Go back this book.
we can talk about we can talk about the split because as I mentioned before, originally it was going to be part of a 24-page book, and the feedback I got was from someone I trusted, but it was very harsh, but it was like what I needed, because he was like, it's too fast paced, none of this stuff is being set up, and like in my head I'm thinking, well, I know where all this stuff is going to go, but he's right. No one that is reading this is in my head. No one knows where I'm going with any of this. So the bad part was that I got as far as like the art being done, and so I had this was originally 7 pages of that larger story, and then I was like, no, this needs to be something. Ghost he's an important enough character. Sasuke's an important enough character. They need more room to breathe, and I need to take the other part and I need to make that into Morningstar 1. And the idea with Morningstar Chronicles is I would really love to be able to do these as side stories that add depth and more context to the main 10 issues. So for this one, it's about introducing Ghost and Sasuke, but I would like to do one that gives the backstory on an important character relating to Sasuke and Iris. I'd like to do another one that introduces the backstory of the third protagonist. There's lots of little things that I would like to do that aren't crucial to the 10 issue story, but that I think that if people really enjoy the story and they get really invested, I think they'd really love being able to see the backstory for the characters. And I would like to do that into 20 to 28 pages as side stories that I could do as Morningstar Chronicles 1, 2, 3, 4, things like that. So that's where that kind of came from. And so the nice thing about having the art done was that I was actually able to salvage it. So I took the art that I had done, I had a few edits made, but then I just added more pages to this and made it a full actual story with an ending that leaves you wanting to know what happens next, but then actually also leads into Morningstar. And so the characters that you meet here are relevant. The characters that you meet here have an important part that they play in the larger world. So it actually worked out a lot better than I could have hoped after how badly it went for a couple weeks there. I was trying to figure out, how badly did I mess this up?
Oh, I made that same mistake when I first launched issue 2 of Outlaw Knights. I think a couple years back. I was just totally laissez-faire about it, and it failed miserably. So I took the time and I went ahead and I funded the rest of the creation of it myself.
Yeah,
piece by piece. And I figured, set a nice, reasonable
I want to do
goal.
that same thing because, I know my place, relatively speaking, as far as like my readership size. I know that I've got 120 people that read it. I don't know how many of those want to spend money on it, but so far, 21 people have wanted to spend money on it. So relatively speaking, I know about what my readership size is. So what I'm thinking about doing, as I consider, okay, I need this many dollars to produce a book that's this many pages, is I'm thinking about, making stretch goals as like production speed, because like if I know that, because I've talked to my art team, I know the production would take like 8 months if we had everything that we needed to pay for right off the bat. But like, if I don't have all that money up front, I have 3 kids, I have a wife, I have expenses in life that I can't take money away from to put into a comic. So like when I find ways to take money from my my personal life that I can put into the comic, I can do that, but it slows production down tremendously, obviously. So I was thinking about doing like that as stretch goals for the larger campaign and say, if you invest in this, I will get it done. But if we only reach like, I don't know, say $1,000, then we're looking at this probably being a 2-year time frame to get finished, versus if we get like $3,000, we that trims it down significantly and so on. So I was thinking about kind of setting things up that way, but it's really, I'm new to this. I'm still trying to learn a lot of stuff, obviously, and I've been hanging around for about, I guess, 4 years now, on and off, getting to know people and networking, and trying to learn everything I can from everybody that I can, and figure out, okay, where do I go to launch this? Who do I talk to about this thing? How do I get on this person's show and things like that, and just kind of network and build bridges. And so, it's been an interesting learning experience, and so far I've enjoyed it. But that doesn't mean that the comic will get done any faster. So,
oh hell yeah! I mean, I've been in on it for about the same amount of time. I've been doing my damnedest to learn, but it seems like I'm still a rookie. But
I feel
like that
very much am still. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so technically I've gotten 3 publishing credits. I had a story in Out of Obscurity, which was published by Arrow Comics, and that should be going out digitally to people soon. That had a ton of content in it. This one I did on my own, and I had a writing credit for Ron Christian's Paragon Prime story that he did. So I've been able to do a decent amount of writing for somebody who just started this. I'm going to be doing some writing with Rising Star Comics, and he's done 3 different comics so far on Kickstarter. He did Rebound 1, Rebound 2. He just did Cosmo Girl. So I think I'm going to be writing 2 different comics with him, just depending on how successful he is. So I've got lots of opportunities to get exposure as far as writing, but building up my own audience and my own brand, or whatever, that's that's the trick, I guess. What I'm trying.
Yeah, well, you need more lolcows, I think. All right, so what you do? All right, this is what you do. Right, you go and you talk with somebody, right? That in a genuine way, right? And then what happens is then you figure out, oh, they're not genuine, they're disingenuous. And then what you do is you walk away, right? You walk away from these people. And then what happens later is they start shit talking people that you personally know because they also walk away. Right. And then they ambush you on a stream, and then boom, now you got your first lolcow. And what you do is you just do a couple shows here and there, and you build on that, and you get you an audience. Boom, there you go. You start promoting, and you got it. That's just an idea. I don't know who's done that.
I think everybody's done that. I mean, that's a tale as old as time.
Actually, I've restrained myself from doing that with one person because there's so fun story about Out of Obscurity. Out of Obscurity is an anthology book that Arrow Comics published. It has the theme of it was out of obscurity, so like people like myself who hadn't had a publishing credit. It's actually got a decent number of currently now published people on it. It's got Hojo from Mythicals. It's got Telepathic Bunny on it. Immortal Rising. Aaron, he has a story. Critical Blast has a story. Lots of people. Justin Sweet from Chrome Dog, he has a story in it too. So the reason why we ended up doing the anthology was because we were put into a group chat by a certain asshole who will remain unnamed currently.
Oh, put it in the private chat for me, please.
I absolutely will. So this certain asshole decided that we needed to all devote ourselves completely to him. Okay, so
Frost, I'm on the stream with you right now.
Fuseboxx, motherfucker.
So this person said, look, you said that you're going to help me edit something. I don't care that you have a family and a career and that you work in ministry, and I don't care. You said you were going to help me with this, and you're 15 minutes late. How dare you? He melted the fuck down. He threw a massive tard fit in the chat. He burned every bridge that he could. And at the time, I was actually fairly friendly with him. Yeah. And like, I'm watching him have this histrionic meltdown. And I just said to him, he came to me to complain about everyone. And I just replied with LOL. And he said, what's wrong? LOL, what? And I said, well, I'm watching you like lose your shit, dude. Like, this is funny. Like, none of this is reasonable. So he blocked me and lost his mind and everything too. And
my God.
Yeah, funny story. So that's how that book came to be. And I actually have him in a special thanks.
Just nice of you.
Yeah. Well, he helped me get my start. If he hadn't had a tard fit, then I wouldn't have been able to get published because of people finding it so hilarious that.
I have some of those too. I have some.
I have heard a couple of things about that fella.
Yes, he's quite a guy.
I've heard a couple things. But you have these guys that they think too highly of themselves and they have their head up their asses, and they want to walk around like they're King Dick or something,
right?
And then they have their names on Twitter are way too fucking long with fucking credentials that they gave themselves, right? And it's just like, man, stop. We're all in this. This is what I said the other day. Somebody had made a comment. Somebody who really loves the King in Yellow. Either way, or the Yellow King or whatever. The piss book. Either way, they had made a comment on another YouTube channel saying that these guys over at FFS and CG Church, they like doing drama. They find that fun, and they'll really figure out how hard it is to make comics when they start doing that. And then they'll sort of figure it out. I'm paraphrasing a bit, and I thought to myself, I really thought about that, and I went, I fucking love doing it. I have fun doing it. There has yet to be anything hard about doing it except for scheduling time to do it. Right. That's it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So outside of that, don't make it any fucking harder, people. This is supposed to be a fun thing. that you could potentially turn a hobby into a financially successful career if you really have the bones for it, right? There's nothing difficult about it. Keep it simple, stupid, have fun, make a fun story, write a good fucking story, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all there is to it. Stop making everything so fucking miserable.
Yeah.
For real.
It's supposed, I mean, like, I can only echo what you're saying.
It's supposed to be fun.
It's really supposed to be fun. Like, that's the whole reason. Like, I love telling stories, right? So, like, that's why I care about getting this out as a story. So, if I didn't enjoy doing that, then what's the point? Like, if I'm not focused on telling the story, then what am I? What is all this for?
What's the point of it, right? The people I feel like they think it's a stepping stone to something greater or whatever, and it very well can be. I'm not saying that it can't.
Sure.
But you should get into this. Yeah, you should get into this having fun, right? So a little bit again about like Imprint, my co-writer wasn't having very much fun. And we were coming up with like short stories together or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she was like, could we do this? I was like, yeah, what are you talking about? She's like, well, would you co-write with me? I was like, yeah, of course I would. As long as we're having fun doing it, I don't care. I'll co-write with you. I'm fine with that. I like writing. I just, I really don't like people shitting on me when I put something terrible out there. So what I decided was to get a group of people that I don't mind shitting on me and showing them the stories first and letting them be as brutally honest as they can be. And so far, the only thing that's happened has been that they're like, well, have you thought about maybe this idea instead of this one, right? Like, not that it's a shit idea, but you could do this differently. Not that you fucked up somewhere. But again, right? So I got that little circle of friends that call me an idiot and a retard all the time, and they have absolutely loved everything that we put out there, Preston and me. And then I've got another circle once it's done that's even further disconnected from me that I don't mind shitting on me, that I'm gonna hand the stories off to and say, all right, have at it, rip it to fucking shreds, and then so on and so forth.
You're giving it to Tony.
Fuck that. The only thing I'd give that guy is a hard time and a toothbrush. But no, like Christ. But I'm having an absolute blast doing it. And if you're not having fun doing it, and if you're making other people's lives miserable doing it, don't do it. Yeah. It's not that. It's really not rocket science, guys.
Really
it's not.
Yeah. Like if this fails, like if it fails. Like if it's no way. Like if I have a 10 issue series planned and I can do one issue every 10 years, then I'll say, okay, this is probably not going to work. I can walk away from this and go back to my real life, my actual life, and I'm fine. It's not a big deal. There's no skin off my back. I'll be like, yeah, I wish I could have finished that, but I tried. I did my best.
That's the thing too. I'm not going into this for me personally looking at it as I'm going to make millions of dollars. Right, I am going into this with a business sense for my friends that are a part of my company, because I do think they have fucking great ideas. And luckily my co-writer does have some really good fucking ideas. And we, like, in our Discord, we have a lot of fucking fun just coming up with dumb ideas that somehow turn into good stories. We got Ruby and I and Preston came up with a character called Black Bass. I'm not going to give the full story away, but he's a black guy that can swim.
So completely fictional. Got it. Not a shred of
truth in it.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's it's a character that we came up with as a joke happened because I was at the beach and I was like you know what, I'm gonna go walk down the beach. I'm gonna leave my family for a little bit and just go for a walk. And I jumped on my phone and saw my buddy was in Discord, so I hopped in there. It was like taking pictures of the beach and showing it and stuff. And a little kid was drowning. This happened like a month ago. A little kid was drowning, and I took off running to go like save the kid. And I noticed like 5 other people were already like closer to the kid, so I started like sort of half stepping and slowing down because I was like, I don't really want to get in the water. I just kind of the kid's good. They're gonna save him, right? God. And so
what a hero.
We came up with this idea to like have these heroes who just really don't want to be heroes,
right?
But yet they have the powers, and that's how the story of Black Bass sort of got like morphed into something that is now a book that we're also going to be working on. So
you guys can handle this, right? I mean,
that's basically
no.
That's basically what I did. I sort of had that's the lazy Superman character.
Right.
Because that's what Ruby called. My mom saw me, and she went, "What are you doing?" I was like, they got it, right? They got it. She's like, "Go," and I was like, "God damn it! All right, I'll go."
Yeah, this has not been published yet, so it probably never will be. But I was looking at indie comics with a friend of mine, and I mean, I'm not going to dump on anybody, but there are a lot of derivative indie comics that are like, "Hey, what if I had the Flash, or what if I had Spider-Man?"
Yeah.
You know, and we were looking.
Oh,
at
I've heard
like
of a couple of those.
Yeah, a couple of those.
What if I had a Spider-Man character that was a fraud?
My personal favorite. Let's see. Nobody ever really brings this up, but I have to because like Lone Star by Mike S. Miller.
Yeah.
From the get-go, whenever I saw that character, I'm like, that's just Captain America wearing a jacket.
And guys looking at his ass.
And it's like, oh, but the difference is he fights illegal immigrants only.
Oh.
Isn't that base, dude?
I like the new thing that I keep seeing a lot of is like Homelander ripoffs. And I have seen some Rippaverse characters being ripped off.
How do you rip off a ripoff?
There's some characters, there's some characters in the works that I've seen that are ripoffs of some Rippaverse characters.
That seems, I mean, and I guess I kind of have to respect that because I wouldn't know how to begin to rip off Isom since I have no idea what the fuck his powers are.
Well, it's just and it's also sort of a throwaway character in the Isom story that they're ripping off, and I'm like, because I was sitting there and I saw the character description, I went, the fuck? I know this character somewhere. I know it. I fucking know it. And then my brain went ding, eureka. And I went and found it. I was like, that's just, how are you going to rip off a ripoff of a ripoff? Like, stop it. People, be creative. Look, I'm not saying don't use a character for a base, but then once you get that base, start pulling things out and putting things in and shifting and swapping and trying different stuff. And that character will eventually become wholly yours. You'll create a wholly new character.
Than just
and it's like I said,
character archetypes like under the sun, like we've seen them all. It's just a matter of mixing and matching them in unique and clever ways.
Yeah, I mean, Goku is just a Superman ripoff, but poorly done.
No, that would be false.
Goku is purely just a Wonder Woman ripoff. That is Goku, Asian and male.
Goku is a grown man with a childlike mind who is an idiot savant.
Wonder Woman, what are you talking?
Who is an idiot savant when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, I respect the fact that Goku is a hillbilly and like he's canonically a hillbilly, and that like we don't really appreciate that over here in the United States, but he is like in Japan. He speaks like a hillbilly. And and so like that's actually pretty cool that he is basically retarded at everything except the one thing where he's a genius, which is fighting. Yeah,
exactly.
He can't drive a car.
Thank you.
He can't do anything, but he can fight. You know.
Well, he did learn how to drive a car.
He did in the show.
Now he had to take the test twice, but still,
he didn't do a very good job of it. But that was just the show. That wasn't. I don't think that was in the manga originally, was it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But no, he's exactly. Yeah, Ruby King. Yeah. He is the Monkey King. That was the basis for him. And he does have a hick accent because he was a mountain boy who
Ruby King's the Monkey King. Don't let him try to
literally Goku, the original base for the character, since we were talking about character bases.
Yes.
The original base was Sun Wukong.
Yeah, he's Sun Wukong.
Sure, guys.
They swapped a couple of things around,
right?
Because I think
you boys and your Chinese cartoons.
Oh, I don't know too many. I happen to know Dragon Ball, but I don't know too many. Mostly because I don't want people. When people ask me, "Hey, do you like anime?" I always say no, because even the ones that I do like, I don't want to be associated with the other people who like anime. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know those people. You like Trigun? Yeah. What's that? That's a great.
That's the thing. I like a select handful of classic animes.
Yeah.
Like any of the new stuff, I have no fucking clue what I'm looking at.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I love going on. I love going on the anime weeb hour with Cynic and them, because I have no idea what they're talking about, and I end up talking about Clementine from Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny when you don't get an invite anymore. So
I think that's
funny.
I think that's a step too far.
Oh.
You know, we're all here having a good time, and
well, there's actually, like, again, it's I not to talk too far into the future, but that's one of the things that I actually do find aspects of anime, manga, like I do find aspects of that inspirational in Iris's story, because like when you look at the growth that characters like Goku, like to use a more modern example, Deku, have to go through, where they don't have their powers. You know, they have to earn their powers. They have to suffer for their powers. They have to train to get to where they are at that point in the story. Like that's something that I wanted to do with Iris, and not just hand her a power set, you know. So that actually she will actually learn from Ghost, because while she's stronger than Ghost has better technique. He's more knowledgeable. He thinks tactically. These are all things that she, you know, doesn't inherently have right at the outset, that she will learn from him through the story in a lot of ways. So I actually really like that aspect of a lot of different anime. And since, you know, Goku came up, I really like that about Goku's story, about how he has to actually train. So I do like that component in, I guess you'd say, Eastern storytelling.
100%.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, that was always kind of, for me as a kid, it was like I preferred anime heroes over like classic superheroes, just because, like, yeah, it's like with superheroes, they're born with certain abilities. They do some training, but we kind of skim past that. And then it's like in anime, it's like no, like this is your average Joe who has to become a legend.
Yes. Yeah, they get their ass kicked a lot. They really have to earn that power up that they get to.
Although you could argue that Goku was a step ahead even from the beginning, because he was abnormally strong because he was a Saiyan.
Yeah, that alien physiology definitely helped.
But he's still I think he still struggled against like Yamcha at first.
Well, Yamcha whooped his ass at first,
yeah, and
Tien beat him.
Yeah, Tien really got shafted.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's one of the. I don't know if you guys have watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but that is one of the best lines in Abridged. Is there's that constant hate relationship between Vegeta and Tien, and as a way of needling him when they're going back and forth, Tien says, "Well, how many Gokus have you beaten?" And Vegeta just can't say that. He just off and leaves, which is funny because Tien actually has beaten him.
Oh. I really hope we get like the Earthlings get some kind of power boost.
It would be nice. Yeah. It would be nice. You consider like
Cynic is loading a gun and putting it in his mouth right now.
So wait, hang on, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So Cynic, you do or do not have an anime show?
I do. It's called Weebin' Out on Saturdays at 6:30.
But you hate Dragon Ball? Do you hate Dragon Ball?
I don't.
Yes, he despises.
You're a liar.
He despises everything beautiful on this earth.
All right, now that Ben's done talking, I don't hate Dragon Ball. I appreciate Dragon Ball for what it is and what it's done. Yeah. I hate talking Dragon Ball. I fucking hate it. It annoys the piss out of me, because it eventually turns into like this weird fanfic about what it is and like what it means and all that stuff. And it did amazing things to bring anime into the mainstream, into the United States, which allowed all of us to become some shape, form, or fashion fans of the medium. Right? I get that.
Sure.
I fucking hate talking about the lore and all this dumb shit. It's just a fighting. All it is a shonen anime. That's it. That's all it is.
Well, can I throw this out here and see if you agree with me? Because Ben, you have disagreed with me. Not really, but you disagree with me when I said it in one of the many group chats that we're in. So I think that Dragon Ball is great, but I also think it's very stupid. And I say that with love. I don't think that the writing is great in Dragon Ball. So I think I would.
Roland says it's WWE in comic form. No, the fuck it is. WWE. Guess what? Jesus Christ, are you serious? The WWE, first of all, has better writing. Second of all, running on a bridge for an entire year.
I would say I semi-agree.
Okay,
but I would add that I thought that the writing got smarter when Akira Toriyama kind of let go of the reins. When other people kind of were
when he ended his arc and they said no, it's making too much money and we should continue making it, and he was like, fine, whatever.
Because I'll say, like, I like Akira Toriyama, but at the same time, Akira Toriyama, I'm not afraid to admit it, like, because he's admitted it before that he was very lazy.
He's very lazy.
And he doesn't really care about like lore and canon and all that. So he would make shit up.
Know this. He literally forgot that Super Saiyan 2 existed.
Yes.
So when Super Saiyan 3 came out, he was calling it 2, and his assistant had to remind him, "You already did 2." And he was like, "Oh shit, you're right, I did." He also, a tribute to his laziness, he said he hated Cell. It's his least favorite character because he had to draw the little dots on him, and he hated doing that. He cracks me up. Every story I ever heard about him, but he's very self-aware, which is very.
And I mean, even in Super, like you could see, like he was forgetting so many things he set in canon, and he was just kind of like, well, whatever,
yeah,
fuck it, it's this now,
yeah,
deal with it.
Exactly my point with all of this. He didn't care, and the fans care way too much. Just enjoy the show, people.
Yeah.
Please.
That's kind of my position on it. I do love the show, but I also can look at it and say, yeah, it's pretty dumb. However, I do take exception with you, like as a blanket saying Look, do you not remember the Katie Vick storyline with Triple H and Kane? You can't say that.
No, I'm not a virgin, so. Okay.
You slept with my girlfriend, Hammer Claw.
No, I don't. Don't
look
it
up
when I was a kid. But as I grew up, I found it to just be, not fun. I tried to get back into it when I first started live streaming because one of my buddies wanted to talk wrestling, and I was like, all right, I'll get into it. And I was like, this is so fucking boring now. And all the dudes are like fat. All the women are like, they look like dudes. Like, come on, man. So
I don't watch it anymore. I used to watch it, but I really lost. I don't know. I just there's a certain quality of wrestler that I guess I kind of got used to seeing, like people like, if you know Samoa Joe or AJ Styles, and I saw them making it look like they made it look believable, I guess. Like I could lose myself. I knew it wasn't a fight, but they made it look like a fight, so I could lose myself in the match and believe that it was a fight. And then when you see that, and you go back to, the kind of, no shade against him and no disrespect to the dead, but Hulk Hogan style of overly dramatic, muscle bros kind of doing stuff that's not really believable as far as like combat, then you just kind of like, you can't really go back to that. And that kind of was why I fell out of following it, because I was like, well, this isn't really like what I want from wrestling anymore. And I stopped watching it years ago because of that reason. So
I never watched it.
That's why I quit.
You didn't really miss
Dragon Ball.
I do like Randy Macho Man Savage. Just
he's a treasure.
I love the way he speaks.
Yeah.
And he did like a couple of, I think he did a voice on Dexter's Lab that I used to quote all the time. And then he played Bonesaw in Spider-Man.
He did. And he had a cute outfit that his husband made for him, which is awesome.
You're not allowed to make that joke anymore, dude.
Oh,
it's
right.
2025.
Yeah. It is the current year. I forgot. Sorry.
How can you be that insensitive?
Well, I am a comic book creator.
That's the correct answer. Yeah. But yeah, real quick, I think we should go ahead and play this trailer.
Yeah, I think it's great. I had nothing to do with it except for writing the lines for everyone, so I think it's great.
Whoop. We have got 44 folks watching right now, so ladies and gents, if y'all click on the link that I have been peppering through the chat, it's also linked at the top of the chat. And also, if you're watching this on Twitter or whatever, go to fundmycomic.com and look for Morningstar Chronicles #1. And Elon, for fuck's sake, would you fix that shit? Like, why is it just a video?
Mission control to Vic. Mission control to Vic.
Vic, you ready, man?
Yeah.
Tell me you can trust me.
Don't forget our intel. Something about her is not normal.
You can trust me. You love me.
Oh, I love the Metal Gear noise.
You want to make me happy.
I know your hands are filthy, and I know about your tricks. The only thing I don't know is what you are.
You die for me.
But I'll figure that out.
Don't disappoint me.
Once I haul you out of here.
Who did you lose to make you this angry?
Not human. What are you?
I'm so much more.
Ooh. Nice.
Thank you.
I have a thing for hot women that have evil powers and try to take control of men.
Oh, man.
That's why I have so many failed relationships.
I wrote this for you.
Sounds like my co-writer. No, pretty good, man. I do like your story. I think it's great. But boys, I'm gonna get out of here and try to go do some writing. So
Godspeed, sir. It's been a pleasure.
All right, brother. I followed you on Twitter. If you feel like following back, you're more than welcome to. Ben, it was not a pleasure. I didn't enjoy anything you said or did, and I'm not looking forward to coming back. So send me a link next week. I'll try to come on.
Oh, I wait, hold on, real quick before you go. There's something I have to do here.
Okay.
I have to scare you for a second.
Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just my old man way. Hold on.
I'm gonna cut the Sparking Zero gameplay.
Fuseboxx had 111th birthday the other day. You fucking piece of shit. He's
gonna mod Clementine into a Dragon Ball.
This is your best friend. Tank Ferret, work on an animation for Clementine.
Tank Ferret, I'll block you. I'll block you on Twitter. If you do this evil, dumb shit. This guy ruined an entire anime show. Not the worst part was that he did it as we were reviewing the show.
I waited for y'all to get your points done before interjecting.
People were so angry at us for letting you do that.
Nobody was angry. They all loved it.
Tons of people were angry. I got some very strongly worded emails. But yeah, no, good luck, man. Good luck, brother. I hope you get there. And if you need any help promoting, just let me know. Me and Ruby will be glad to try to do it. We're not doing drama streams, but you're gonna do it for another month. I'll be in touch with you so we can get done for you.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Tank, it was nice to meet you. A pleasure as always. And if y'all want to, y'all could always come by on Fridays at 6:05 Central Standard Time and watch King Stream. Saturday at 6:30 is the Weaving Out. Sunday, CG Church at 4:05. Then Monday is another King Stream. So see you guys later.
All right, bro. Yes, indeed. That was Cynic. here to rue it, and he
know-
hates it when we have fun.
This just seems like a well-timed exit, but I have to go to sleep.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. No. But for
That
real,
picture is awesome, by the way.
I'm gonna go goon in
I
Discord.
love it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, absolutely. What about my picture? What?
Oh, we Tank Ferret here. He has done. He did Ghost
Oh, it's beautiful.
while we were all chatting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
Oh yeah.
Would you, if you get the chance, please share that on Twitter. I will repost that with love. That's awesome.
There's nothing like fan art.
I know, it's amazing. It's amazing.
But yeah, ladies and gents, if you have not yet, I'm posting the link yet again. So we got to get on this. We want this series to shoot to the stars. To the morning stars.
Thank you, man. That's
right. I thought this was gonna lead into another galactic fucking pirates bit.
That's how the comics are connected, though.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
No, the pirates bit comes at the end when it's on my stream. When it's on other people's streams, I just rudely interject.
All right. I always rudely interject. Anyways, I am very sorry.
No problem. Thanks for hopping on. Nice meeting you, man.
No. Good to meet you as well. I know I'm just kind of some dipshit that just continuously, it's rail, but it's fun.
Derailing is fun, and Cynic's gonna learn to love it someday.
Someday. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, Ben, once again, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, bud.
The comic really does look fucking awesome.
Thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
Alrighty. Later, guys.
See you, bro. Hell yes, indeed. So yeah, I think it's probably about the time for us to start wrapping on up.
Yeah, right at the 2-hour mark. Good stream. Lots of fun. Ironically, I was wearing this was not intentional, but I'm wearing a Vegeta shirt, so go figure.
I noticed that actually.
Right.
From the get-go.
Oh, go figure. That's kind of how.
Like that's the thing. I love talking Dragon Ball.
Sure.
I can talk Dragon Ball forever.
Yeah, Dragon Ball, video games, whatever. Yeah.
When it comes to it's like with alien races in fiction, the Saiyans are my 100% favorite. I love how detailed they get with their physiology and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm fully aware that it was just kind of slapped together as they went along, but still, I feel like it all meshes well.
It's amazing
They're
how
pretty
well
funny.
it worked out, all things considered. He's really a masterclass in half-assing it in a way that it comes together in this beautiful mess. It's great.
Yes, and I just loved the whole monkey-tailed barbarian aliens.
Yeah.
With super strength,
Right.
because before that, the aliens I was used to seeing in fiction were all just they got big heads, they're super hyper intelligent, or they're like the Kryptonians, where they're we're scientifically advanced, and we've achieved world peace and all that jazz.
Right.
And it's now it's no, these are aliens that are just straight up Vikings.
Yeah. They just say this. They shove their babies in a pod and they launch the baby cannon and send it out to conquer planets.
I love it.
Who doesn't love it?
Well, Cynic doesn't, but he's going to learn to.
Or else.
But yeah, before we get going, I'm going to really, really quick share a little something here. I don't know if you've heard of it. This is a comic that I've talked about here and there in tiny bits.
I think I've heard of this.
But this is Outlaw Knights Genesis of a Renegade Part 2. And I usually share the Indiegogo, but I decided I want to get some more love on the Fund My Comic.
Oh, nice.
Because like I did 2 campaigns simultaneously because I was like, I know like some people are like, I'm not gonna back anything Indiegogo because they do this. I'm not gonna back Kickstarter because they do that. Whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna cover my bases.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Ladies and gents, we have got 426 on this campaign, and on the Indiegogo, we have I believe we have exceeded 1,300.
Nice.
Woo!
Very nice. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, sir. And if we can hit 2K on the Indiegogo, I'm not including the Fund My Comic because I got to buy myself time.
Right.
But if we can hit 2K on the Indiegogo, I will be sending everybody a preview of issue number 3.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, if you haven't yet, I suggest you get on it because, yeah, this plot is just kicking off. Our boys, let's see, this takes place in the 31st century. Humanity has begun colonizing into outer space, and the nations of Earth are at each other's throats, competing over territory, resources. It's a chaotic, violent time to be alive, but there has never been a better time to be a pirate in history. If the 1700s was the golden age of piracy, this is the platinum age. So, in the midst of all this is our main character, Cyrus Lawson, who in issue number 1 tangled with a dastardly cohort of pirates who were looking for a special piece of data. And in the midst of the craziness and confusion, our boy was kidnapped by these pirates. And so now issue 2 picks up where he is getting a first-hand look at the underworld of the 31st century. But they are being pursued by a pirate hunter from a British pirate hunter named Wellington, who, as you can tell, is slowly becoming more machine than man. And so, but I wouldn't say he's your stereotypical thug, because he's kind of a sneering imperialist. But yeah, we have got more guns blazing, and the inciting incident concludes with this issue, and so that kicks us off into the rest of our saga, which is probably going to be about 10 issues, maybe more, maybe less, depending.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you have not already, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you, get yourself an Outlaw Nights today.
Seconded.
Yes, indeed. So, I believe that brings us to the end here, ladies and gents.
A huge thank you, Apex Comics, backed Morningstar Chronicles. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah! I wish I had.
So awesome.
I wish I had an applause thing.
I know, and that's so exciting because it also that puts us over 400. That's amazing.
Oh shit!
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you so much, man.
Well, hell yeah. Thank you so much, Apex. You are a true champion in this space.
That's so cool.
And yeah, if y'all haven't, everybody else who is watching right now and everybody watching in replay, get yourself a copy of Morningstar Chronicles.
Yes.
This is looking to be a badass series in the making.
And don't forget to check out Outlaw Nights. I'm a backer on Fund My Comic. I believe in this man and his ability to tell a good story. So don't forget to check that one out too. 100%.
You're officially one of my favorite people now. And also, Apex, I believe, is Fembat still live?
It is. You can back Fembat over on Fund My Comic.
Oh.
Yeah, let me get the link for that.
And you know, while you're over there, and since you're interested in the cool science fiction space opera type stuff, you know, there's also Call Sign Orion and Nephilim Squadron. I mean, dude,
oh yeah, RJ,
the Outlaw Knights, Nephilim Squadron, Call Sign Orion. Dude,
yeah, there's a lot of good sci-fi
heaven,
stuff
dude.
over on Fund My Comic, man.
For real. Like,
oh god,
those are 3 books. I'm a science fiction guy, so that is my jam.
For a second, I thought you were about to mention a book of yours. I'm like, why didn't you mention you had a book? Like, damn it.
I'm perpetually working on my book, much like Xander is on a never-ending quest to save his girlfriend.
Who is Xander?
You just gotta watch the show Drawn Together. And, yeah.
Call Sign Orion.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
It's another cool one, dude.
Yeah.
Space opera is like my favorite genre, period. You know, I love old school 40K and Isaac Asimov Foundation series, the Hichi series, Frederick Pohl. You know, I'm into that just high adventure in outer space that's just beautifully over the top. I love that stuff. And I'm a hard sale on the Capes and Tights stuff, but I am sold on the Morningstar Chronicles. And I'm a tough sale. It's not normally something that's not my go-to. You know, the superhero stuff. So
that's awesome. Thank you.
When I say, like, dude, this is cool, I like this character, you know, I don't do fan art unless I like it.
I mean, definitely the design
that made my night. That and Apex coming back and this is an amazing stream.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
seal of approval.
Yeah, thank you.
Ghost's design, like it got me right off the get go there. Like the way that helmet looks, it looks kind of, how do I put it? It's like his humanity is concealed,
right?
And there's something kind of mysterious and a little creepy about it, but in an awesome way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give it away, but like what I want to do long term, I really want to do this as a cover. I want to do a variant cover where it's him and Iris, and he's got his arms folded like that, and she's drawn like a smiley face on his helmet, because I think that would be hilarious, because he is so stoic and like mysterious and everything else, and she's the opposite. So I think that would be a lot of fun because of the way that I don't know. I love his helmet. I think it's great. You nailed it. I can't take a lot of credit. That was my art team that really brought it together, but we took a lot of my inspiration came from characters like The Question and characters who have that kind of mysterious look to them.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Speaking of, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say that, and I love the villain, and I think that you should capitalize on the fact that she's named after a couple of notorious real life villains.
I feel like I'll have opportunities to do that.
I'm just saying you should add in a twin.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you so much, brother.
Oh, beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's
I need to try and get on his morning show. He invited me on Tuesday. I'm sorry I missed it, Apex, but I was I didn't basically I didn't account for it in time as far as my work schedule. I apologize for that.
Oh wait, it's on. Oh shit, is it on? It's on Tuesday.
I think
morning.
It was Tuesday morning.
Oh,
I think it was morning.
The problem is I work from 6 a.m. to about 12:30 on Tuesdays, so don't know, like if there's like another day, I can, like if there's like a Monday or a Wednesday or a Friday, I'm totally down, or a Sunday. I know. It's my life. But ladies and gents, and if you have not already, check out Fembat, an awesome 60s thriller right here.
It's a fun story, man. I like this, and the character is fun. Plus, Dan Lawless's artwork. Oh my god, that Dan Lawless cover.
Tuesday, I think someone was drawing Fembat fan art on Tuesdays. The show was on Tuesday. Where was I don't know. That was awesome.
I mean, I've got a couple of pieces of fan art on this page here.
I just love the Madonna boob weapons.
Yes.
It was Booba great again.
Frederick Gumont's show, Proof of Comics.
See, there we go. There's a little fan art from me.
Woo!
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my god! Damn, son.
That like
we did that one.
I don't know if you were going for that, but that reminds me of like Castlevania almost. Like,
I noticed that while I was drawing, and I said,
"Yeah,
fuck it, I'm rolling with it."
Whoa!
Roll back. AKA Pad, dude, I love the energy in his drawings, man. It's so over the top. I just love it.
I know Omer.
Oh yeah.
God, you know, like I used to be the guy who was like, I'm not into like cartoon women. I only want real women. Like but like being in CG and looking at all these projects, they're turning me into a gooner. This is not right. I think my favorite part about Apex's pitch, I always zero in on it, is when he mentions like she can't go to Catholic mass because it's the fact that he's so specific with Catholic mass. I'm just like, what about Greek Orthodox? What about Presbyterian, Lutheran?
Yeah,
something.
She can't go to Catholic mass, but she is a devoted Baptist.
There you go.
Yeah,
Baptists can handle vampirism. Lordy. So yeah, ladies and gents, we've got these awesome books. Check them all out. Back them all. Use your whole paycheck if you have to.
Yes,
that's right.
Take out a loan. Lots of good stuff on Fund My Comic.
But
food banks exist.
You just got
groceries.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes, like your oldest child can fend for themselves.
Right? Yeah. They don't need 3 meals a day. Come on.
That's why you have multiple kids, so that like at least one of them's gonna make it through.
Right. That's all you really need.
So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Apex, but not Apex. Oh my God, Frost Comics.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Frost, where can we find you?
You can find me on X and YouTube at Frost_Comics. My YouTube channel is a little inactive at the moment. I am working on a long form ISOM 1 through 3 review. God help me. And you can follow me on X.
Oh no.
Pray for me. And you can follow me on X to find out updates on all things related to comics from Frost Comics and things to come.
Man, I'm gonna be busy Sunday. Oof.
And
I've read all 3 of those books.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Our old buddy Tank Ferret, where can we find you at?
You can find me over on X at Spare Tank because I lost the email to my main account. So yeah,
I remember.
And you can also find me here on the YouTube at Tank Ferret Presents this Sunday. I've said that this is the 3rd stream today that I've said this. You can find me Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on the studio, hosted by the one, the only, the Dawn of Dawn Draw Stuff.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
It's a fun show. We get a little crazy there, and usually Mama Donna's the worst of us all. We love her.
I mean, that's
that's
the best gimmick.
Yeah, it is.
There is no shelter for Mama Donna.
Yeah.
And Apex, I know you're in the audience, but where can we find you at?
Yeah, shout out to Apex, especially for being such a bro and back in tonight.
Oh, he's such a good guy, man. For real.
We have to give him a minute to type, if he's typing. I mean, he might just be leaving us to hang.
he's already gone.
He
might have clicked off.
He's like, well, they're ending the show. They're signing off. I'm out of here.
I'm done.
Yeah, I know these guys. Ugh, I get enough of them every day, anyways.
Let me see. Maybe I can give him a solid. Okay, here we go. He is on YouTube at Apex Comics 3200. That is his YouTube channel. And on Twitter as at Comics with an X, Apex. COMIXAPEX.
Well, hell yes, indeed. And I am, of course, your host, Ben, aka the Fuseboxx. You can find me on Twitter at Fuseboxx7. You can also find me on Instagram at Outlaw Nights. And you can find me on Facebook under my real name, Ben Fuselier, Fuselier. And you can also find me here either Tuesdays or Thursdays each week. It varies. I like to keep it interesting.
I keep them guessing.
But if you like anything we had to say, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And hell, if you didn't like anything we had to say, if Cynic was just pissing you off so much with his anti-Clementine, anti-Dragon Ball rhetoric, go ahead and hit the dislike button. Because whether you
and tell us how he was wrong.
Yes, because whether you love us or hate us, it really doesn't matter because it feeds us. Because we're on YouTube. We crave attention. We don't care if it's negative or positive.
Hate me harder, Daddy.
Good.
Oh.
That's my way of saying, laughs and evil.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen, and we will talk to you all later.
Have a good one.